Hey, what's up? Good morning. Good night for me because I'm recording this on. Today is Sunday, August 10th, and it's 11 o'clock at night. And I'm tired as shit, but that's okay. Um, Today's interview is Mo Alexander, an interview that we recorded on August 6th. That was this past Thursday. He was the headliner at the Looney Bin Comedy Club. And yeah, that's today's episode, which we had a great talk. Which, if you don't know Mo, or if you know Mo, he's this big black guy, and I'm this little brown South American guy from Chile, from the south of Chile, and somehow we had so much in common. You'll hear it in the interview, but yeah, I didn't know we were gonna connect that way, and it happened all very spontaneously, and it was great. It was an amazing talk, and at the end of the talk, we he told me a story, and then it reminded me of another story which we didn't record. That I'm gonna tell you real quick. That when I was a kid, there was a rat in our house. The cat. There was a rat, and the cat that we had came back to the house with with a fucking mouse, and it was dead. And he just dropped it in the kitchen and just like started meow and meowing. And my mom went to check it out, and she's fucking terrified of rats and mice. And she just started screaming and yelling. And so I went over and I put it in a bag, and I didn't put it in a bag yet. Something happened, but the rat was in the kitchen, and my mom told me, I will pay you if you put it in a bag and go toss it at the railroad tracks. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'll do that. So I put the mouse in a rat. I don't know the difference. Uh, I don't know. I put the thing in a bag, and I tied it up. And I went to the railroad tracks and tossed it in there. Came back to my house, and I asked my mom for the money that she promised. And she was like, I'm not giving you any money. You're my son. I tell you to do something, and you do it, and that's how it works. And I was like, no, you gotta pay me. And she was like, no, I'm not fucking paying you. So I fucking came back to the railroad tracks and grabbed the bag with the rat and fucking took him back to the house. And I just showed it to my mom, and my mom just started yelling, I'll pay, I'll pay, I'll pay. Just fucking take it out of here. And I made sure that she gave me the money before I left. Um, I think she beat the shit out of me after I came back from tossing it. But anyways, that's a story that I shared with him that wasn't recorded in the interview, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a good week. And this is me talking to Mo Alexander. All right, man. Thank you for doing this.
Of course, my friend. How are you?
Pretty good. So I call it raw bio, and I just talk to artists. And so far, I've talked to comics, and people seem to like the conversations. And really, we're just gonna start from the beginning of you.
Okay, no
Well,
problem.
first I bring up the first time I met you,
Okay.
which we can take it out later if you are not comfortable with. But the first time I met you, I bought weed from you at the joint when the joint was still.
Are you sure? Because I don't. No.
No.
No, I didn't. I've been to the joint exactly twice, and where would I have weed to sell weed? Did we?
Someone to. Yeah. I mean, I'll take it out.
Probably.
Really?
Probably.
Okay.
That was when we were getting that.
All right, I'll take it.
It was a long time ago too.
Okay, I'll believe you. I don't remember that, but I'm so sorry. I don't remember that.
That's okay.
If she says we might have done it, okay, because I didn't think we had a small thing in Memphis where we were just doing some stuff, but I don't remember bringing it over there. But okay, if you said that's it, that's fine. You can leave it in there. I don't care. That's fine. I have no problem.
But that's the first time I saw you perform too.
Okay.
So what was impressive to me that like I met you that time, and then I saw you again maybe a year later, and you remembered my name.
Okay.
To me, that's impressive. I'm really bad with names.
I'm very bad with names as well, but some people I see them like you're imprinted on me. I know who you are immediately. It's like, oh, it's Alexis. Hey, buddy.
I try not to give my last name away, so like it doesn't make it more complicated.
Yeah. Because I will forget your last name.
Yeah.
But Alexis, I'm like, that's Alexis. Yeah, I know him. I know him.
All right.
Yeah.
Where were you born?
I'm from Memphis, brother. Memphis, Tennessee. Born and raised in Memphis.
What year?
No.
Okay.
You ain't trying to put me on blast like that. You don't even say they don't even know my real age in Hollywood anyway.
All right.
Just know it was a time before the internet.
Before the internet, yeah. Okay, let's put it that way.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Let's say you grew up in the 80s.
Okay, we can say that.
Yeah.
Fine.
Or the 70s.
Shut the fuck up. Come on, let's get to
All right, you grew up in Memphis. Where are your parents? Are your parents from Memphis?
Yeah, everybody, my whole family's from Memphis, basically. Well, yes. It's between, most of my family lives in Memphis. There's another section in California and Seattle. I mean, California and Arizona. But
did they move to those other places from Memphis?
No, that's a different section of the family. That
okay.
I'm actually just getting to know those weirdos because there's a weird thing in my family. Like my grandmother's brother moved, and that's his whole side of the family. And I'm just getting to meet them. So yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that you have family somewhere else. I mean, where I grew up, my family was just in the same city.
Everybody.
Yeah. And I don't know, I would hear my friends, they're like, oh no, yeah, we have a family in the capital city and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's cool, you can just go there for a vacation or in the summer to visit them. I just gotta stay here, you know.
You gotta shop around the city to visit your family. That's
what do your parents do?
They're dead.
when you grew up,
my mother was a teacher. My father faked his death when I was 27 or 28. Me and my dad didn't never.
Okay.
But he literally faked his death, which makes me laugh to this day. He faked his death when I was an adult. That's true.
Just to bounce?
No, we never had like the family situation with him. So he was married to somebody else with others. I have like a couple of stepbrothers I don't even know, but I supposedly visited him on his deathbed, and then after my mom died, I got a call saying, "Hey, you still have a parent left." I'm like, "No, I don't."
My dad did the same shit.
Really?
So he left. He had kids with not just one woman, like other women. Mm-hmm. And during the pandemic, he started talking to my mom again. He found her on the internet.
Oh no!
And my mom, she was just fell in love again, kind of thing. And she started talking to him and seeing him, and then she started being like, "You need to talk to your dad because he's not doing well." And I was like, "I'm not."
Yeah.
And I didn't, and eventually he did the same shit. He left her alone, and then he died. And my mom just told me, like, she didn't even say like your dad died. She said his name is Claudio Barrientos. So she said his name, and she said this person died. And I was like, okay, that's it.
Yeah, wow.
But as far as like getting anything from him, like growing up, no, nothing.
Yeah, same here.
Nothing, no personality. adopted from him?
I couldn't even tell you. I have only in my
Just your mom?
in my entire life, I probably only spent like I don't know less than 3 or 4 days with dude.
Yeah, okay.
So I couldn't
Yeah.
tell you anything about. I have.
I was so little.
Yeah. I have funny stories about my grandmother pulling a knife on him, but other than that, we're baking in the kitchen in the summertime, and he comes to the back door, and she pulls out this butcher knife, like, "You really want to come in?" And he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go over here." Like, okay, that's a fun memory.
That was your mom's family.
Yes, my mom's family, my grandmother. Yes, my mom's mom. Yes.
I had the same. I grew up with my mom and my grandma, my mom's mom.
Mm-hmm.
And she was the one that defended me from my mom whenever.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you're a comic.
Right.
This is why you're a comic.
Yeah.
This makes sense now. Yeah.
But I don't know you, but my mom, it's like she bid me for both my dad and her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mother was a.
She made sure I got beaten by.
My mother was a narcissist who put on that she was a loving parent to the world, but then you got home just like a crazy psychopath yelling and screaming. And,
Yeah, did they go to church?
No, we weren't a church growing pro. I went to Catholic school, but my family,
Okay.
they were like, man, we're not doing that.
I grew up Catholic too.
Did you really?
Fuck, dude.
Jesus Christ! No wonder it makes so much sense. You're
I got everything up to confirmation. Yeah.
Yeah, see? Yeah, I get it. This is hilarious. I had 13 years of Catholic school,
Oh,
and now I'm a devout atheist. So.
Did you go to? Was it nuns or priests?
Both.
Both?
But when I went to school, we had nuns and priests and regular people all teaching together.
Which school? What's the name of the school?
My grade school was called Father Bertrand.
Okay.
My high school was Memphis Catholic.
Okay.
Memphis Catholic in Memphis, yeah. So, they both had regular people, a couple nuns, a couple priests, a couple brothers and stuff. Yeah, yeah. We didn't. My schools did not have the full on penguin looking nuns.
Okay. Yeah.
We had the regular crazy thrift market clothing nuns.
We had those.
Yeah.
We had the penguin looking ones.
Yes,
and we had uniforms that were kind of penguin looking.
Oh God.
And we had to wear tie and
we didn't have to do that until the senior year. My senior year in high school, we had. They changed the uniform code and made us buy a uniform. We're like, fuck yeah, what are you doing? This is our senior year.
So what do you wear before, like sweatpants and shit?
No, we just had to wear like Dockers or something like that, and just a dress shirt.
Okay.
Just a dress shirt. That's all. We didn't have to wear a tie. We didn't have to have any particular color. But then senior year, they decided, well, we're gonna go ahead and the principal's leaving, so this new principal's saying he'll make y'all wear uniforms. And we're like,
oh yeah.
Y'all can kiss my.
That's gonna elevate education.
Yeah.
That's how we see it too. Is like they were really worried about how the uniform looked, and if that your hair didn't touch your ears. It was a weird thing. What? They just didn't want if your hair was touching your ears, they sent you home.
Oh, we didn't have that one. We didn't have that problem at all.
We had just finished from a dictatorship too.
Oh, okay.
And so it was very.
Where are you from?
Chile.
Okay.
Yeah, so the dictatorship ended in 1990. Well, they voted to get it out in 89, and it ended in 91, and I was born in 92. So all those years that I got in school were all formative from the dictatorship. So we wore uniform, and we had to fucking brush our our shoes, polish our shoes, and all the
Yeah, no, we didn't have to do that. No,
fuck, that sounds nice,
dude. You gotta understand, my school at first, we were a Catholic school, but we were the cool, creative Catholic school.
Did they took you to mass?
Huh?
They made you.
They never made us go to mass.
Okay.
They did have they had mass, like a big mass for the school, like once a month.
Okay.
And we probably go there or
right.
skip class or whatever. But we how can I say this? We were a very creative school. Like all the lockers were painted different colors.
Okay.
Like there was whole world green, purple.
So the students do all that too, right?
They did. It was like one graduating class did that, and they left it like that forever.
Oh,
and then my senior year comes along, and the guy who said we're going to do uniform goes back and paints everything gray. And I'm like, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. You are trying to break these people into making this just a conformity. No, go to hell. And this is what really pissed me off, because the same class had painted all the lockers. the art room was downstairs in the basement,
Okay.
and they had painted that. They used Memphis, where I'm from, does this thing called Memphis in May, where they celebrate a different country every year. And when they did the Egyptian thing back in the late '90s or early '80s, whenever they did that,
okay.
they turned the art room into an Egyptian tomb. All the art. One thing is, all the art students painted into hieroglyphs and all this stuff, and made it look like what an Egyptian tomb would look like, and it stayed like that for 20 years.
Oh, that's
and it was so
cool.
great, and it was just a beautiful work of art. And once again, they painted over that shit, and I was like, I hate everything with this school now. I'm out. I don't want to be around you people. I will not support.
And these
you
were
people.
kind of like your last years.
This is my last year,
Your
last year in high school. And everything just turned upside down. We're just like, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
What do you? What were the like extracurricular stuff that you did in school? Do you play sports?
Yes, I was. The first year I got there, I played basketball. The second, I didn't play anything. Third, I didn't do anything. I was just trying to get through school. My senior year, I went ridiculous. I was a wrestler. I was a cheerleader. I was in 3 different plays. What else did I do? There was something else. French club. I did everything.
What kind of wrestling? The one with the tight clothes that go all the way up?
Collegiate wrestling.
Yeah.
Not the stuff that
Yeah,
you
okay.
I was like really Greco-Roman wrestling. That's what we were doing.
Okay.
Yes. And
That's pretty cool.
yeah, it was great. I mean, I ended up losing a whole bunch of weight that year because I just cut down and get that size because I was like 50 pounds over and I cut down and and it was great. It was insane. I would get up in the morning, run the bleachers, go to school. I'd get to school like 6:30 in the morning, not leave till 9 o'clock at night because I was in.
You got to school at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, because I was a wrestler, I was a cheerleader. I had both those practices. I had 2 plays to do, and there's something else I'm leaving out. Oh, band. I was in the band as well.
Yeah. What instrument?
A trumpet.
Trumpet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I was doing back then. So I was in plays and wrestling. In fact, one of the horror stories was I should have been expelled at one point. I really should have because I had done cheerleading practice at 3:30. From 3:30 to 4:30, I did that. Ran over to the wrestling room to start wrestling practice. I was supposed to be there till 7. Had to get done early, like 6:30, because I had play rehearsal. Ran over to play rehearsal, and I was so tired that I forgot a line.
Oh.
And one of the teacher I used to mess with the teacher all the time. I called him Norman Bates. He looked he used to look just like Norman Bates, and he would play along. He'd be doing the voice, like, "Mo, this is Mother. Shut up!" I'm like, he would go play back with me. But this one day, he just yelled at me, and I picked him up by his throat. I did. I picked him up by the throat, like, I'll have the line memorized. And I just set him down. And I just left. I'm like, I gotta go. And the next day, I was like, it was all over the school what happened. They were like, he's not going to be expelled, but is there any way we can get Mo out of the play without him killing everybody? It was so funny. Because all the teachers had to do like, Mo tried to kill somebody. He didn't really kill him, but we just want him out the play right now because he got a lot of stress on him, and we don't. And I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but I got the line right. Let's do this. I'm sorry. It was crazy. I should have been expelled, but I wasn't.
That is funny though. It's like he did this, but the play must go on.
The play got to go on. But can we get Mo out without him killing everybody? He can kill everybody. You know he can kill everybody. He's crazy. Yeah, he's a wrestler that can kill everybody. So I did not get expelled. The play went on, and I apologize to dude, but he stayed like an extra 5 feet away from me the rest of the year, just in case. Yeah.
That's nice. So I also did cheerleading.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Well, it's because I was like the girls that did cheerleading were cute, but more the coach, she was hot, and that's really why I went for.
No,
I was just that kind of kid.
I was a cheerleader, and this is 100% honest, and people are gonna hate me when I say this. I was a cheerleader for one reason and one reason alone, so I could drop these bitches. Because the cheerleaders were all just little bitches, just all of them. There was maybe 2 cool ones in the group. And
they're very obnoxious, yeah.
Very obnoxious for no reason.
Yeah.
And there's this one chick that she refused to jump. You were a cheerleader. You know how you get them up.
Yeah.
Just a basic shoulder sit. and this bitch would not jump. So I had to like one,
Grab
two,
her.
and grab her. And this one time she just landed right on my head, and like I passed out because I'm like, this bitch is
Oh,
trying to
shit.
kill me. Yes, yeah. I mean, because she landed on my head, compressed my neck, and I just went down. And I'm just like, is he okay? Nah, I'm gonna kill you, you stupid bitch. You better fucking jump. But no, we was seriously trying to. There's this one chick, I don't want to name her, but if anybody who was a cheerleading squad with me at Memphis Catholic in whatever year that was, you know who it was. But we used to basket toss. You know, remember the basket toss? When they throw them up in the air? All four of us have arms crossed right there. They're standing on our arms, and we go, whoop, we toss them up in the air. We did that. And every time, not every time, but a lot of times, like, hey man, what time is it? I don't know. Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm sorry, I missed you. I'm sorry. You okay down there? Oh, I'm sorry. All the time. That's why I was a cheerleader. That's why.
I mean, you gotta entertain yourself when you're not having fun. You know.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's how I had fun. I just throw a bitch up and leave.
Do you have any siblings?
Not really. If you ever hear me call somebody my brother, it's my dude named Eric, who I've known since I was 5. 5 years old. We've been running roughshod over the country and doing stuff and getting in trouble. And he's the good one. I'm the bad one. And
you guys kind of live to get close.
Well, we did. He just moved down to Texas like 2 years ago. We don't get to hang out as much, but when we do, we do. Okay. It's just stupid. Yeah, it's a lot of stupidity when we get together.
Did you go to college?
I did for a while. I did. There's a joke in my act about me being a physics major for 3 years. Yeah. It's not a joke. It's real.
All right.
I was a physics major for 3 years with my physics major, theater minor. That's what I was.
So you're a math guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I am a math guy.
Okay.
In fact, Compton the other night asked me something. We were in Denver. And he was just like, I wonder how many newtons of force it takes to move that train. And I'm just like, I hate you. I hate you for doing that. Why did you do that? Now I have to do the math. Now I have to figure this out. And I had to estimate how many cars it was because I couldn't count them all. I think it was like 80 cars, and it came out to be 3,781,000 something newtons of force just to move it up a hill at a 5-degree angle. And I did the math, and I'm just, don't do that again. Please don't, because it will grate in my brain if I don't answer this question. And I hate it when it does that.
That's kind of cool, because, that's kind of cool, though.
What'd you say, babe?
On the way to a gig.
On the way to a gig, he did this shit to me. And I was on my phone like, okay. He's like, you need a scientific calculator? I have one on my iPhone, you motherfucker. And I'm just like, yeah! I had to figure it out. I hate when people do that to me.
That's kind of cool, because, like, I don't even know what the question meant. You know what I mean? What are you talking about?
I understand. You're not a physics major. Newtons is the way you measure energy, and never mind. You don't even know.
Well, what was the part that you didn't finish for? Like,
I hate calculus 2. Calculus 2 blew my brain out. I was working at FedEx, and I had just started doing comedy, and I was working and trying to do everything, including calculus 2. I was in a French 3 class. I was in a calculus 2 class. And physics, and it was like calculus 2 and then physics 3, but not physics 3 as in for football players. It was real physics, real. And I'm just like, I can do this, but this calculus 2 is hurting my head. It's really hurting my head. I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I not getting it? Couldn't get it. I couldn't. So I ended up dropping off. I was like, I can't do this.
It's like a big part of it too.
Yeah,
so.
It is. Once you get to that level of math, it begins to hurt. And just knowing that there's math out there beyond that, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't want it.
It does feel like at some point, like every year, they're kind of cutting people off and whoever.
Yeah.
And somebody like kind of like doctors.
Yes.
If you have the head to like want to do this, cool, but let's see if you can.
They try to stretch you out the most possible. They throw everything at you, and I'm like, I can't. And I was just burnt out. It was just burnt out. So I was just like, I gotta go.
What do you do at FedEx?
When I finally quit, I was in charge of making sure the Spokane flight didn't crash every night. Seriously.
So you hated your job, kind of?
I didn't hate my job. I hated my boss.
Okay.
And my boss quit.
Was he an asshole or?
He's a legendary dumbass who can never be fired at FedEx.
Oh, okay.
He's a legendary dumbass.
Okay.
He literally was a hazmat dude that, you know what hazmat is? Hazardous materials.
Yeah.
So he's the guy that goes into this little container to make sure all the ropes are tied down properly to all the hazardous material.
Yeah.
So one night when it was raining, he went in there to do that, and his hair got really wet, and he just thought it was rain. And it was not. It was some chemicals that had leaked out. He completely went bald. Yes. And then...
What?
I'm being dead serious. He completely went bald. All his hair fell out within like a week. And yes, I'm not kidding. And he went back to the company. They're like, I could sue y'all. Well, you're an idiot for having your hair. You should have said something that night. But, you're unfireable. You can do whatever you need to do so you don't sue us because, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's an idiot. He's an idiot. He's an idiot.
Maybe that was kind of like a wake-up call, but he didn't pick up the phone, apparently.
He apparently did not. He's a complete... So he was unfireable. So when he became my boss, I had known him previously in normal life.
Oh, outside.
Outside. That's why I know the story because he didn't talk about it in there. Because he was also like a nerdy gamer dude.
So people were asking him, "Hey, what happened?"
It was when he was telling everybody, "You won't believe what happened." I mean, he wouldn't. Yeah, because as I said, I knew him outside of work originally because he was my friend's boss at first. So when my friend and I would go to like comic book shop, he would always be there because he's like that kind of weird dude.
Yeah.
But at the same time, just a dumbass. Dumbass. So, yeah.
What year did you start doing comedy?
I don't want to go there.
You don't like talking years.
I don't like
even though you're a number guy. You don't like years.
Exactly, because people they put expectations.
Yeah,
on
people
years.
put
like,
prejudice.
Oh, you've been here for this long, you should be doing this. No, that's not how it works.
There's prejudice behind.
Yeah. I don't want to we can't use him anymore. He's too old. No, that's not it. No.
All right.
Yeah, but
you've been doing it for a long time.
Been doing it a long
time. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So I was looking at some of your albums. The first one, Mo. Oh, I forgot the name.
Mo Files?
Yeah.
That was my first album. It was my first album. We recorded it at the Comedy Zone. No, I take that back. We recorded it at the Looney Bin in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay. There was a Looney Bin in Memphis?
Mm-hmm. It took over. I started at a place called the Comedy Zone in Memphis.
Okay.
And after they shut down, unfortunately, because of people who owned us over in the square, a couple years later, the Looney Bin came in and took over the same space. And not the same kind of club at all. But I recorded that one there, and it's my first one. It's mostly clean material because it was before I decided to be who I am, and yeah. So it's a clean album. It's a fun album. It's one I don't ever listen to anymore because I'm not that person anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of comics. Because I decided to record some material. And I just do you know Rick Rubin, the guy that produced the producer? Yeah. So I read his book, and in the book he says there's certain things that you do throughout life, or like you talk in your act, that are specific to your life in that moment. Mm-hmm. 5 years from now or 3 years from now, you're not gonna be that person anymore, and it just won't resonate with you anymore.
Exactly.
So it's better to put it out just to be like, okay, I was that person at that time. But,
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. You gotta get that out, put it out there, get rid of it, and then keep moving on because you never know what your life is gonna be.
There's also that thing like a lot of comics just hold on to a lot of material, and it's like you get to a point where or you're gonna let it go, or you will never let this go.
Yeah, that's why I like. That's why I work so hard to write new stuff to replace the stuff I want to get rid of. Like my possum story, right?
Yeah.
You heard that. I haven't. It's a great story. It makes me laugh. It's a true story, but at the same time, I'm done telling it.
It's on vinyl now.
It's on vinyl. I'm done telling it. I don't want to tell it anymore. So we got that news story. I don't think it didn't get the right response last night about the freshly stolen frozen shrimp. That's a new story for me. It's an old story that actually happened, but but because me and my radio co-host were talking about, I do a radio show in Memphis on Mondays. Called Radio in the Afternoons with Mo and Shelby and Mo and Chi, and she just started telling. I was telling her stuff that I don't do on stage, or just stories, and she's like, "Why don't you do that on stage?" I'm like, "It's not that funny." Yes, it is, and I never thought it was funny because it was something really happened to me buying freshly stolen frozen shrimp at 1 a.m. in the morning for the gas station.
I think what got me was at the end you got to the end, it was pretty much like
crackhead good, meth head bad, spit no heads dead. Spit no heads dead, which makes me laugh because it's so mean. And some people are groaning. I'm like, you can't groan unless you're carrying Narcan. Go fuck yourself. If you ain't helping the situation, you can't get mad at me.
But I love how you came to the conclusion of.
Thank you. Yeah. See, that's just the way my brain works. It's like, because the theory really is, I really did buy the frozen shrimp from the dude, but we gotta take it to the next level. Like Beth says, you can't buy stuff from because they will not. That's not quality. No. Mm-mm.
The other album that I was gonna ask you about is the one with the title "Nappy Headed Hoes."
Nappy-headed hoes and other FCC infractions. Yes,
it was a big thing, and a lot of people waited in, but like the way you talked about it, it's. Yeah.
I mean, I got an entire WNBA team mad at me because of that joke. I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, and whatever the name of the Charlotte WNBA team came to my show and was so pissed at that joke. So pissed. I have never had that many 6'5" women wanting to beat my ass before.
Yeah, because they got this old white dude saying it, and then comics just started like ripping off of it. And it was like, no, like, but the argument it's good. Like you should be able, like, even if you don't agree with what he said, you should be able to also come back at him.
Yes. If some challenge it, if you're upset, challenge it, because he said it. Don't get mad at me. I took it and ran with it because we were doing something completely different with it. I'm not advocating. I'm just advocating to make fun of everybody. That's the whole thing about my show. I will make fun of everybody. You heard that one joke that got me with the problem.
Yeah.
I shouldn't do this joke, but let me do it. Oh, I'm so scared of that joke right now. You don't understand. Because I have a huge transgender following now on social media because my other very pro-trans jokes. And that one is still pro. All my trans friends who've heard it have loved it, but I'm just so scared to.
It's still there, like someone can.
Yeah, I don't want one person turning my army against me because I was offended by this one joke. Well, how about the other hour? Did you like anything else? It was like 60-1. Okay, go fuck yourself. I don't care.
Yeah. Or also listen to the new stuff.
Yeah. Come on, listen to the new. And I'm trying to write a whole bunch of new stuff right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we got.
I wish I could have heard them last night, but
last night was a wild show.
Yeah.
Last night was a wild show. I knew it was gonna be a messed up show when the old dude stood up and pulled up his pants like, "Let me get ready." I'm like, "Oh, it's gonna be gone. He's gonna tear some shit up." So, what are you doing tonight? Can you come back tonight and let's watch it again? Come on.
Yeah, maybe.
Come on back. I'll do it. I'm gonna do.
I'm supposed to write this roast joke. I'm really bad at writing roasts, but I'm supposed to do it.
Why do you have to write roast jokes?
Because they're paying me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just wonder. The reason roast jokes are slightly different than your mama jokes. I was telling you last night. I don't like when people are just like, we had to write 20 minutes of your mama jokes. No.
I just do kind of you look like jokes. Yeah. That's just the easiest.
But still, you look like jokes are easy to do on the cuff.
Yeah.
You don't have to sit there and write 4 weeks dressing yourself out, but you look like jokes. You on stage with me? Let me tell you what you look like tonight. That's how I do it. That's how I wrote a bunch of jokes. I wrote a bunch of your mama jokes. Back in the day, there was a show called Snaps on HBO for like 5 minutes. And I wrote a bunch of your mama jokes for that one. That's the one time I wrote a bunch. I mean, like, just a bunch of jokes, and I saved like 5 for myself. And Carlos Mencia tried to steal one of them, and I got accused of stealing the joke from Carlos. And then the owner, the manager of the Improv in Dallas at that time, was like, no, sorry, Carlos stole that from my old Carlos.
What?
Yeah, everybody's known Carlos been stealing jokes for decades. But I had this one joke. I still do it sometimes, but it's only in a weird situation. It's like, your mom was so nasty the last time she went to the doctor, the crabs asked how to get rid of her. And then there's more. There's more, because I make fun of white people doing your mama joke. He was like, all right, I'm going to tell the joke he told. Your mom's a nasty bitch with red lobster coupons. No, that wasn't it. Your mama's pussy's doing the deadliest catch. Fuck, I can't get it right. Your mama. Yeah, just mess with people. That's what I like to do. I like to write jokes and then make people uncomfortable with those jokes. My old system is different. My old system back in the day, before, right when we were doing Nappy Headed Hoes and that one, my old system was like 20 minutes where I am your God, 20 minutes where you want to crucify me, and 20 minutes I'll come back and you want to take me home. That's the way I used to do.
Yeah.
An hour show, I want you to hate me for 20 minutes.
That's a good...
I want you to hate this material for 20 minutes. Not because it's bad material, but because it's making you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Making you laugh at things you're not supposed to laugh at. But now you, yeah. That's
But you need to.
Yeah, that's why I think you
it's
need
like,
to.
But like I think of myself when I used to watch comedy before I started doing comedy, and it's always like to me it was like I'm hearing shit I'm not supposed to hear, and that's all it is. That's all it was about.
Let me ask you, when coming up, who got you into comedy? What's your comic lineage?
First, I used to watch street comics.
What?
So in Chile, comedians would come through town and they come to my city and they would perform in the middle of the day, in the middle of downtown. And there's a crowd of like, let's say 200 people, and they're in a big circle downtown. Mm-hmm. And this person is screaming their jokes to the people, and people are fucking, and there's different, there was one guy, my favorite was, his name was Danny, he was like Danny Humor, and he did a joke that it was the first time I heard the person that was telling the joke was in the joke. It wasn't a person walking to a bar kind of thing. Yeah. It was like, no, I went to this place and this happened to me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that changed my whole...
You didn't realize that could be a thing.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, you can just lie. You can just lie to people because like at the end you're trying to make them laugh. You're not trying to like...
Right. That's why a lot of comics get mad at me. It's like, you're telling too much truth. I'm like, truth is funny. Yeah. I mean, I can make up a lie, but why can't I just tell you the true shit that's happening? Because my life is really ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a way it was exaggerated, but to me that like it was like his life that he expressed. And then they did bars at night. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that because I was a kid.
Right.
But for me back then, I was like, oh yeah, the street comics, those are the big comics.
That's cool, man.
And then there's a festival in Chile that everybody watches, the whole country watches, and they book the best comics in the country. Mm-hmm. And there's this one guy that he's like our George Carlin. We call him Coco Legrand.
Okay.
And he's the one that...
He's the one out there?
He's the one that got me. Because he had this thing that he said, when I was a kid, I like going to the dentist. And I was like, I felt like I wanted to be a dentist. But not because I wanted to be a dentist. It's like, I think I like the idea of not inflicting pain, but make people uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, and then I thought maybe I want to be a priest. It was like, no, and then I realized, no, I don't want to be a priest. I just like the part when he gets up there and he just tells people how they fucked up. And then at the end, and then he's like, and then now I do this thing where I just make you suffer of the, the things that we do as Chileans that like make you feel bad. And so he's kind of making light of that.
That's cool.
And I was like, that's a good
dude.
Yeah.
I've never heard of him. I'm about to check it out. That's what's the name again?
Coco Legrand.
Coco Legrand. Okay.
I think he's retired now.
Yeah, but I still can find some YouTube of him. I guess.
Oh man, he was the big thing. What was your? Who was your introduction to comedy? What was the? What's the special that you watch? Because there's one. There's always that one special that makes you go, "Oh, I can do this."
Oh man, the one special made me think I could do this. Oh crap.
Oh, the one comic that made it seem so simple and easy.
Well, I came up with Richard Pryor and Carlin.
Oh, they made it seem very easy.
Yeah, they made it seem very easy. But those are two of my heroes. Not Bill Cosby, but Richard Pryor. I mean, Bill Cosby was cool at first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he was very clean, very precise in his jokes, and just I still can't watch that whole bit about the chocolate cake and not laugh. I don't know if you know about the chocolate cake. Daddy's great chocolate cake.
Yeah, I've heard
that bit kills me to this day. But it was coming up when I first came up. When I was a child, it was Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
It was Nipsey Russell. I don't know if you know Nipsey Russell. Nipsey Russell had a TV show back in the day, and he was just a very funny black dude. But he also had this alter ego character called Geraldine.
Okay.
And so he dressed. It was like Wanda from In Living Color before Wanda.
Did you watch the Richard Pryor show?
I saw it later on. I didn't see it when it first aired.
I've seen some clips, and he's like, "This was wild."
Oh yeah, that's why it didn't even last a whole season.
Yeah,
they were not ready for Richard. They were not ready for his writers.
It was like I would say he did it in the 70s, right? 70s, 80s, earlier.
Late 70s.
But it was like mid 90s comedy that he was doing.
Yes. He was far ahead of himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
The fucking like he covers everything.
Yes.
He comes out naked,
Yes.
but there's
Yes.
nothing,
Yes.
and
Yes.
it's like very disturbing.
Dude, Richard Pryor and Paul Mooney are so.
Okay, yeah.
Paul Mooney. I got blessed by Paul Mooney. My first time in LA. I'm sitting at the Improv. We're doing a show at the Improv, and Doug Stanhope is sitting next to me. I'm like, "What up, buddy?" And we're just talking, and Paul Mooney walks in. I'm like, "Hey man, I'll be right back." And I walk over to Paul Mooney, and I bow to him. I was like, "Thank you so much." And he just puts his hand on my head and says, "I swear to God, this happened." He put his hand on my head and said, "Bless you, little nigga, bless you." And just walked. Keep it walking. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I just got blessed by Paul Mooney. Jesus Christ, this is ridiculous. My life is amazing.
Yeah, him and Richard Pryor.
Him
they
and
were
Richard Pryor.
fucking geniuses.
You know, yes. So, he also wrote for Whoopi Goldberg and doing Whoopi Goldberg. See, that's one of those specials that I want to tell you that opened my mind when she did her special back in the 80s. I don't know if you ever saw this one, but she's doing 4 different characters. I think it's called Whoopi on Broadway. I think so.
Okay.
But she's playing 4 different characters in this one thing, and it's just like it's stand up, but it's a monologue really, and that just blew me away watching it because I didn't know comedy could be like that.
More than
just in a club with people drunk and all. She's emoting on stage and getting you people to have feelings about the jokes she's saying, and I was like, holy fuck! I didn't know you could do it like that. So she changed my life too.
Carlin had that opinion about like the between clubs and theaters because he was like he said something like clubs will be the death of comedy as an art.
I get that, and it's happening right now.
Yeah.
Because
I can see it.
Because hey, let's get a social media star who got 3 million followers but has 5 minutes of internet jokes.
Yeah. I performed in a show with an influencer one time, and she yelled the lines that she yells on TikTok for like 5 minutes. Yeah. And a lot of people, but the good thing is like a lot of people came to see her and saw do those 5 minutes, and they were yelling like, say this, and she would say it. But then they got to see us, which is, you know,
it's a different
which is nice, but it's still like I felt like I was in a variety show.
Yeah, because these aren't comics. and I hate that there are people on social media who can grab your attention for 35 to 45 seconds that you think, hey, that's a celebrity, let me go watch him. And then you see what he's doing, it's just like, okay, this is boring.
Yeah.
You can maintain somebody's attention for 35 seconds on TikTok.
It's not
But
compelling.
do it for an hour. Make me interested for an hour. Can you do that? No, you can't.
Make me go through some emotions.
Yeah, let me know what's going on here. Like people got mad at that one joke last night. I told them that one joke. I'm like, I don't care. She helped me write it. Go get mine. She knows exactly what I'm saying. She's in the back. She'll be selling shirts. She knows exactly what I'm saying, and it's a true story. And we both laughed about it when it happened.
How long have you guys been together?
Probably like 6 years. But like, it's really like 10, but 6 years actually together. But yeah. So, yeah. She gets it. She understands that everything in my life is eventually going to end up on stage.
Yeah.
Because I have no secrets on stage. I make fun of everything. I make fun of everybody and myself. So.
And it's a performance.
Yeah.
It's your job.
It's my job to make people laugh about the things that I want to talk about. I can't. In certain places, like I can't do very much politics here in Little Rock. These people get mad and they want to fight me.
People are here in Little Rock. People like to pretend that they are in the middle.
Yeah, and they're not. Yeah. They're not. Wayne got mad at me the other day. Like, I love watching your video where you say you hate Little Rock. I was like, I didn't say I hate Little Rock. I said I have problems when I go to Little Rock.
Yeah.
You're the people I was talking about in the last joke. Okay, yeah.
The other thing I was going to talk to you about, you fix computers.
I did.
For kids.
Yeah, doing COVID.
How did that?
When COVID stopped, when COVID happened, all the kids had to get kicked out of school and needed computers, and a lot of kids didn't have computers.
Yeah, and there were Zoom calls and all that shit.
Zoom calls, they were doing Zoom school, and there was a lot of kids that didn't have computers, and a lot of kids who couldn't afford, brand new computers. So Chandra and I got together because we're both old school computer nerds.
Yeah.
Had people donated laptops, the old laptops, and we, donated some money so I could upgrade them. And we put Linux on them or Windows, whatever the computer was, whatever they needed, we did it for them.
Yeah, I remember when you guys were doing that. It was like, oh, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. We gave out at least, I can't remember the exact number, like 50 or 60 computers.
That is a lot. Yeah.
I sent a couple after the hurricanes hit in New Orleans. I sent a couple down there for people who asked, and yeah, it's one of my things. We fix computers for fun, and occasionally profit. Someone needs a computer fixed, and it's not, somebody. I got you, because
you're a tech guy.
I'm a tech guy. I really am. Right now, my phone's on iOS 26 because I have to use the beta before it comes out, so I can tell everybody what to do when it comes out. Cause they're like, my phone is doing something weird. So that's me. Yeah, I'm a tech nerd.
All right. Are you happy?
Mostly. For the most part, yes. There's a couple things I need to fix in my life, but yeah, I'm pretty much a happy person. We take care of possums occasionally, so,
How many possums have you had?
6 possums total. I started with the guy who ran into my house at first. Now, he was this small when we got him, named Poncho. He was the original possum. I call him the OP.
Are they very clingy?
Huh?
Are they very clingy?
Clingy?
Like.
They can be.
Yeah?
I mean, the one we have right now, I went down to one because over the past 2 months we lost 2. They just, expired because they don't have long lives.
Okay.
Poncho lasted the longest. He was 3.5. The 2 girls were basically 2.5. We lost Abby and Zoe. Lefty here is about 1.5.
What kind of pets did you have growing up?
None.
None? So
my family was afraid of all animals.
Yeah?
Yeah. I brought a rabbit in the house one time. My mother ran out screaming. It was hilarious. She was serious. It was a rabbit. It was a cage. It wasn't free range or anything. It just, yeah.
All right.
There's a story I can't tell you all right now, but there's a story that's going to end up on stage and in a book we're doing called The Penguin Fighters of Neptune Street. Because when I was like 5, my mom thought a penguin had entered the house and held us hostage for like 8 hours. I'll tell you off air, but that's what you need to know right there. That's something that happened in my life. Well, I held hostage in a room with my grandmother and mother until my granddad or uncle came in. And my grandfather, yes, too, because she said a penguin had gotten in the house, and I'm 5, and I'm looking like, I swear to God, these words came out of my mouth. It's like, what did you do that made a flightless waterfall come to get you? That's what I asked her when I'm 5. I'm a problem. I'm like, what did you do to make a flightless waterfall come to get you? Because that's just dumb. It was like, how did it get in the house? You saying something fell down the chimney?
Fuck.
How did it get in the chimney? What are you talking about? And she's like, you don't know what you're talking about. There's a penguin in the house. I'm like,
And they're aggressive. There's penguins in Chile. They used to.
hold the fuck on. No, they are penguins in Chile. I forgot about that. Are you
In the south,
In the
but
south.
like in the deep in the south. Yeah, I'm like from where the south begins.
Uh-huh.
But sometimes they wash like ashore, dead.
Oh.
So they'll die, and they, like the current or whatever takes them, and they'll end up in the
Weird.
beach. Yeah, you'll see like maybe once in the summer.
Wow. Yeah, because that's right down near Chile. How far is Chile away from Antarctica? That's like.
There's Chilean territory in Antarctica too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what. Okay.
There's I think the international thing
Uh huh.
is in Chile.
Okay.
It's in the Chilean territory.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the only
But it just
habitable.
Just know it was not a penguin. Okay. I just need you to know that it was not a penguin. But she said it was a penguin, and
In Memphis.
In the summertime. In the summertime. I'm just like, what did you do at the zoo to make a penguin come after you? What did you do? The truth story, I'll tell you later about the rest of it.
Do you have you gotten used to possums now?
Yes, I'm
Alright.
very comfortable with possums. They're very cool little dudes, unlike in my story when after the first attack. But other than that, now, now possums, they're great. We love them.
Yeah, that you saying that you're comfortable with possums made me comfortable with possums.
Good.
Too.
Yeah, they should be. They're awesome little people. You don't know how many times she pulls over by the side of the road, she'll see a possum just on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And make sure there's no babies in there and it's just been hit by a car or something. Like, we gotta make sure they're cool. And people now call us all the time, like, there's a possum in my house, can you? I'm like, I'm not coming to get it, but if you want me to bring it, if it's tiny enough, just open the door, it will leave.
Yeah.
And they're not trying to kill you. They don't have knives.
Sometimes it's just cold and they're
Yeah,
just
they're
looking
just
for
cold
warm.
and they want somewhere warm, and they're not going to bother you. If your cats don't try to kill them, they'll be friends with your cats. They're great little people to have.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. I learned a lot about you.
Thank you for doing it.
Which is what I wanted.
Yeah, we have too much in common. First of all.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's what that's what I wanted to hear. It's like I feel like when you hear where people actually come from, and how did they grow up, what made you. It's
I think more people should do something like this to get to know other people.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people just don't get to know other people and just have misconceptions. And
Yeah,
I like what you're doing with this.
I didn't want to shoot the shit. I really wanted just answers from you.
Yeah.
And learn about you.
Yeah, I'll tell you anything you want to know about me except my actual age.
Yep.
Anyway.
But yeah, thank you for doing this, man. And you're an amazing comedian.
Thank you.
Since the first time I saw you, you were so great. And you've always been helpful with comics that are just starting. And you've always been a great guy. So
Thank you, my brother. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. I'll try my best.
all right.
All right.
All right, there you go. That was my talk with Alexander. It was weird. We connected a lot, and both Catholics, and I think being Catholic is more than like growing up in the religion. It's more of a cultural thing, and that's why you relate so much to things that Catholics around the world also do. And he also. He was a single kid. He was a single kid with a single mom. He was a lonely kid with a single mom, and I think we connected in that. Because you know, when you grow up with your with your single mom, she talks to you too much. She tells you things that she's not supposed to, and it shows. So I hope you enjoy the episode. I'm really fucking tired. You can come to Birdies every Tuesday. We do the open mic. And I also have a show this weekend, upcoming weekend, on Friday 15th. That's August Friday 15th, 2025. And that I think that's it. And I have another show, but I'll say it in the next one if you're still fucking listening to this. But anyways, thank you. Have a good week. Love you all. And have good night for me. So, yeah, bye.